Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show, the podcast, after a little bit of a breaky break. If you are not watchers of all the content here and just the podcast, hello. Brand new, brand new office, brand new house. If you are, if you're the homies who come check out the content all the time, you saw this yesterday with the 10-minute mailbag. But we're back after a little bit of a break. MLB The Show content on deck. And today we're going to kind of talk about, I don't want to say everything I missed in the last month because that's not boring and current for you. But what I do want to, or that is boring and not current for you, said that wrong. But what I do want to talk about is the postseason content because I think there are positives and negatives there, and we just got to talk about it. So if you've got opinions on the postseason content in MLB The Show 25, put them in the comments. Let me know. But without further ado, let's just get popping. All right. So we're going to make sure we're on the correct screen. Bang. Okay. So let's start out with the not so goods about the postseason content, right? Also, I saw some of the comments yesterday. Some people messaged me separately. I am aware that my green walls, which if you're just listening, you can't see, but if you're watching, my green walls make my face look green. Working on it. Trying to figure that out. The first couple weeks of recording in my new studio here will be some trial and error, both with sound and with lighting. I think the sound is okay. I have acoustic panels I'm going to place up. Lighting, less sure of how to fix a wall I painted green. So we'll see. I ordered a big like black tapestry that's going to maybe go in front of me. That might help soak up some of the green and make it a little more balanced. I don't know. We will get there. But postseason content. They released an NL wildcard program and an AL wildcard program. And I'm recording this Monday evening when the Blue Jays and Mariners are in game 2 of their series and the Dodgers and Brewers are about to start game 1. And we still don't have division series programs. So that, my friends, is the biggest issue. A few years ago, the year escapes me. Was it 21? It's more than a few years ago at this point. It might have been 21. A series ended and we had the content the next day. It's kind of neato while it's fresh, while it's in our minds. Like if there was a massive moment to win the series, we got to play it the next day within a program and within the content. So I'm not a fan of the timing of them this year. I will say they're coming out the day you're listening to this, the ALDS and the NLDS program. I also I don't really like how they grouped everything together. I liked when every series had its own program. That's a minor nitpick here. But the DS programs are going to come out Tuesday, the day you're listening to this, even though we'll already be 2 games through one series and 1 game through the next. So that's just frustrating. MLB The Show's best content. It's best content every year, outside of Finest, because that's at the end of the game cycle. It's all-star content, it's draft content, it's home run derby content, or in real time or close. And that's what's cool about it. Like you feel like as you're watching along with the live event, you're like, oh, I can't wait to hop on the show in an hour or 2 and have this stuff at my fingertips. I'm not even asking for day of for the postseason content. I'm asking for the next day. It's just, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. MLB The Show has kind of lost some of that. I don't know if it's urgency. Urgency would imply intentionality. I don't really know what reasoning behind not pushing things faster is. I mean, there's nothing else going on right now. The content has slowed for obvious reasons. It's the end of the year. I don't know. I can't fathom it. But let's talk about the programs themselves. So they are 50-point programs, at least for now. I could see a world where the division series are maybe longer because there were longer series and there's more heroes to unlock. I don't know. What I appreciate is that I'm pretty sure you could unlock it entirely through moments. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. Yeah, you could unlock the entire program entirely through moments. And that's good because I want to be able to play this game my way. I talked about it yesterday in the mailbag, so there is a little bit of redundancy here. But I don't want to be forced to like tic-tac my programs. I don't want to have to go into moments and bash the CPU's head in. I don't want to have to go here and there and this and that. I like programs like this, where there are many ways to attack it. If I didn't want to do any moments, I have a bunch of missions I can do. And the missions total 20 to 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You could have done whatever you wanted. You just wanted to go play Conquest. You just wanted to go play events, ranked. Ranked's probably a little harder. You could do that. And that's neato. They gave you multiple avenues to complete it, and I want every program in the history of MLB The Show, postseason or otherwise, the Easter egg program, maybe not the Easter egg program, because that's got to be special, but I want every program to be many lanes of completing. Options are good. And I don't think it takes that much longer to program or create all of these avenues. They say play the game your way, and sometimes they don't let you do that. This does. So I appreciated that you could just do moments. From the NL wildcard program, I mean, all the cards at this stage are good. They're all playable. Some are less good. Gavin Lux a little bit on the less good side. Morahone, I cannot pitch with this guy. I cannot use him. I stink with him. I'm terrible with him. I'm awful with him. This is a great card, though. This is going to be a lefty weapon for a lot of people. He's got outlier on the sinker. I have a 15.75 ERA in 4 innings with a 2.25 whip, so you will not be seeing me use him on the channel. I apologize. Xander Bogaerts. This is a very fun card. What's holding him back is the vision. 70 arm strength at shortstop is also a little rough. I would opt to play him at second base. He does have that as a secondary, and with 95 fielding, he'll work just fine there. Plus, 75 speed, 99 steal, 99 base running. I don't remember this type of Xander Bogaerts in my life. Maybe I missed something here. Did he have a good stolen base year? Did he do something in the wild card? I don't know. I've been busy moving and whatnot, so I didn't pay perfect attention to the non-Yankee series, and we're not going to talk about the Yankee series. So, this card's fun. This card's good. I don't know if he's quite God Squad material, but he is fun, and he's free. That's the most important. Carson Kelly, good card. Very good card. I don't like his swing, so that's really what it comes down to me, but he does have dead red. I think he's a personal preference, right? If you like him, great. He's got the power. He's got the hitting ability. The clutch at 110 is fine. 91 vision, a little low. Field's just fine. He's okay. Blake Snell, awful. Not Blake Snell's fault. Friend of the MLB The Show community, friend of the gaming community. His cards all stink because of his pitch mix in this game. 4-seam, circle change, slurve, slider. He has breakout liar if you want to hang your hat on something, but his card stinks. And again, Blake, sorry. Blame SDS, give them a call, have them fix it. Or start throwing new pitches in real life. Throw a knuckleball. The AL wildcard program, I think, just has better cards across the board. George Valera has a really good swing. You're not going to play him, though, because of his low contact versus left, and probably because of his low vision, but he has a really good swing. Masataka Yoshida, excellent off the bench against a righty. He's got a really fun little swing, max vision, 121 clutch, so you'll max his clutch at P5 or P4. Not incredible against a lefty. 118 contact is, 80 power is not. If the clutch kicks in, it makes him marginally better. You don't want him in the field because he can't run and he can't field. 69 fielding, nice. But a late pinch hit appearance against a guaranteed righty, and then you have a defensive replacement, fun little card. Brian Rocchio, really, really sneaky good card. Things that stand out that you're like, about. 81 power left, or 80 power left. I have my P1. Not incredible, not incredible. 108 contact left, not incredible. But his swing, I never used a Brian Rocchio card before. Never had a reason to. I used him in the event, and in his very first at-bat, he hit a grand slam. Off a lefty, ironically, and that's where his attributes are worse. So a fun little card, a very good swing, affordable, middle infield option, or third base. I would probably... I think I'd rather play him at his primary of second base. He doesn't quite have the speed or the arm strength to play short, and even the arm strength for third's a little rough. but not a bad card. No quirks, though, which stinks. Trevor Story. Every Trevor Story card is elite. Trevor Story's swing is magnificent. He's got 4 hits for me. They're all ding-dongs. In the event, all-star. I know. But a fun little card. 84 vision, or 83 vision, of course, is going to be what holds it back on higher difficulties and pitch speeds, but he's got great base running. You know, you're going to deal with the fielding if you use a Trevor Story card, though I think that's almost always the case for his top-level, top-tier cards. Just a really, like, we talk about bailout swings, and we usually tie them to switch hitters because typically most of the hitters are switch hitters. He's got a bailout swing. He is incredible. His swing is magnificent. Tyler Holton, another lefty reliever that you're probably going to see. I stink a little less with him. 4 innings, 6.75 ERA, but still not great. Again, all on all-star in the event. What stinks about Holton, and it's not SDS's fault, it's his own fault, is he throws batting practice pitches. He throws soft, 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 soft. Cutter at 89, sinker at 92, four-seam 93. Really not a ton of deception in terms of his differences in velocity. He's got, quirks that are not meaningful, but they're not super impactful. He's got the max hits per and a max clutch, so he's okay. And then Cam Schlittler, I think, is legitimately a weapon for your rotation. That's not just the Yankee fan in me talking. I did use him I used him in one start and then a little bit in the event, but in the start, he went 7 innings and let up a run. That's pretty good. That's pretty okay. And he struck out like 9 or 10. And that was on Hall of Fame. So that's, where a lot of people play is All-Star Hall of Fame. He's got outlier four-seamer, outlier sinker. The cutter is really effective because of the pitch difference or the speed difference. The curveball sweeper is redundant. It's kind of what he throws. Like, his pitch mix here is actually perfectly in line with what he throws in real life. He doesn't throw the curveball or the sweeper a ton. He's mostly four-seam sinker cutter. But this is actually accurate. The 87 BB per 9 and the 85 control are magnified even more with the double outlier. It kind of stinks, but we've used pitchers like this before. It does not make him unusable. I think out of all of the Wild Card Series cards, he is the best one. They knew that, at least I think they did, by making him the final boss, or boss in air quotes, in this program here. I am anxious to see who the Division Series cards are going to be. Is this where Aaron Judge gets a card for his big series, or do we wait for Finest? Ernie Clement is going to get a card. Does Vladdy Guerrero get it now, or does SDS wait possibly if the Jays are eliminated, or do they try to just ride it out to see how far they go? God, Dalton Varsho should probably get one, even though he has a spotlight pretty recently. Like, the Jays were hitting everything. Trey Savage maybe gets one. Kevin Gausman's been rolling. I don't know when he's getting one, but he will at some point. Brendan Little, Brendan Little would be a really dangerous card for online play because his arm angle's gross and he's really good. I'm trying to recall if he let up runs in the series. 1 or 2 of their lefties let up runs, and I don't think it was Little. Fluharty or whatever, semantics. He would be a usable card. From the Yankee standpoint, I really don't know who else would get one, and it pains me. I don't know. Tim Hill? Tim Hill pitched like 3 scoreless innings in the series, and I think that's grounds for a card. Everyone would love that. I don't know. Curious about that series. I don't know. And on the other end, you've got Seattle. J-Rod's probably due for a card. He just homered tonight in the second game of the series, so I don't know how they're going to handle that. Jorge Polanco for sure, but he just got the Spotlight Player of the Month or whatever the heck he was, so it might be a little bit before he gets one. And on the other side, I don't care about the Dodgers. I hope none of them get cards. And the Brewers, I hope they get every card. Jake Bauers had a cool little series, didn't he? Or at least at the end. Mizorowski pitched, I think, okay out of the bullpen. Chad Patrick had an electric little relief appearance there. Plenty of options for the Brewer. Andrew Vaughn hit a huge homer. So I'm anxious to see what type of Brewer cards we get. I hope we get really, really fun ones. And it's just unfortunate that we didn't get them sooner. Is really what comes down to. Because I don't know. There's a real world where the Blue Jays are already down 0-2. They're down 3-0 at time of recording in game 2. So early in the game, and I'm not counting them out because they can mesh, but they're gonna be down 0-2 potentially, and then we're getting their division series stuff. I don't like that. I don't like that. And the last thing I want to point out today, it's behind my head, so I'm gonna make my camera go away real quick. Bingo. On Friday, baby. Extreme Program, Showdown, Diamond Quest, and more. Spooky program update. Nobody cares about that, though Cliff Lee will be a video this week. XP Path and multiplayer drop to missions, which is not a big deal because I'm almost done with the multiplayer program already, just with the first drop of stuff. Extreme. Extreme is going to be interesting. I'm curious which path they go down. A few years ago, they went down the path of, holy shit, this is hard. But then recently, they've gone down the path of, yeah, this is still hard, but there are attainable ways, or reasonable ways, to do everything so everyone can obtain the cards. It's probably going to be that. It's probably going to be that. I would bet that the Diamond Quest is going to be entirely on Legend or higher, even the moments or missions or the things that pop up, the bosses, the showdowns. There's usually some sort of turn-based conquest that's very challenging. We'll see. We'll see. I hope it's just a program. I hope there's no pack associated with it. It would be odd if there was. I don't think I can really visualize what that would look like if there was a pack. Like, obviously, there'd be a collection, but, like, what would be the grounds for doing that? I don't know. And I'm thinking, like, which cards do we still need? We still need a crazy Bryce Harper. And the Phillies got eliminated. So, it's probably time for that. We still need my crazy Ben Rice that I've been begging for. That's partially a joke, but also not partially a joke because I need Ben Rice in my life. Who else have we not got? We still have not gotten, if they're going to do it, a second Carlos Beltran that's juicy. The reason they didn't do it so close is because they wanted to incentivize doing the live series collection, but by this point in the year, I can see them just not caring as much about that anymore and just maybe giving us an even juicier Carlos Beltran. Theoretically, same goes for Clemens and Gil Hodges. There's also a world where we don't get refreshes of those, which I think is disappointing, but I could see it. Who else are we missing? I'm trying to think of the big legends. Let's do a quick sweep. Let's do a quick sweep while we're here. It is not going to be easy, but we'll do it quick. Cal Ripken. God, he'd be such a boring extreme card. From the Red Sox, we got Varitek, we got Manny. We need a Aroldis Chapman. He's for sure an option, but he should get a finest card, so it kind of depends on how they handle that. We still need a 99 Bregman. I mean, the Yankees pretty much have every guy under the sun. And 99 Ottavino. He wouldn't be a Yankee, though. He'd probably be a Rocky. Still need Andrew Miller. Still need Max Fried. Still need 99 Bellinger. He could get a Yankee finest, but a 99 Dodger Bellinger would be incredible. We all know he's a fan favorite. Not even going to look at the Rays. They don't have any legends. Yeah, I'm not going to go through every single roster. I'm now realizing that's quite the undertaking. But there are very clearly guys like 99 Frank Thomas we need. Very, very, and, Ashley's on the content team, and she loves Frank Thomas, so she loves the White Sox, so it's possible. It's for sure possible. 99 Clase, LOL, we're never getting him. 99 Grady Sizemore, he wouldn't really move the needle for me, but he's for sure needed. The Royals, man, I forgot about that George Brett card. What a fun card that was. I would put my money on Harper being a card. I'd put my money on Bellinger being a card. I don't know how much longer we can reasonably wait for these people. Unless they're going to be weekend classic, then sure. and then a pitcher. It'll probably be 2 position players and a pitcher. I hope neither of the position players are switch hitters. Though the program could also be like 6 cards. I think usually they keep it to like 3 or 4, but it could be a lot more. I don't know. Who do you think will be the extreme program rewards? I guess specifically the big one, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts on all of them. And yeah, no more switch hitters. We don't need them. We've got every single one. Everyone. Every switch hitter in the history of baseball, we have them. So that's enough. But that is going to do it for my first episode of the show, the podcast, in like 5 weeks. Roughly. I didn't count. Thank you for being patient with me while we moved. It's fun in here. I'm happy to be a homeowner now. It just was a lot of energy. And thank you for checking out the episode. Thank you for making it to the end. Love you guys. Stay tuned for more content this week, of course. And I'll be seeing you. See you next time.